Good morning, fifth grade, and welcome to your weekly instructional lesson for February 18th. There was no school yesterday for President's Day, so I hope you took the time to do something fun, relax a little, enjoy yourself. Remember our friendly competition, leaping into learning for completing your weekly instructional lesson, which is what this is. Sometimes they're relate to a checkpoint completion. Sometimes you are doing something else. So every week that you complete these, your name goes on a little frog in our lily pond, and you get a chance to win some prizes. So let's take a look at this week. We are on week 25. All right. So this is another cognitive skill. Our project just started, and I am looking to introduce some cognitive skills that are graded within the final project and that we work on within the checkpoints. So relevant sources. So the learning target is I can evaluate the reliability of online sources. So you can get a source from a newspaper, a magazine, somebody that was actually there for an event could be a source, but a lot of times now, because we're in a cyber virtual reality, not virtual reality, cyber virtual environment, we tend to go online for a lot of our answers. So how do we know when we're online if something is reliable and if it's credible? So this is just a picture, and it's, as you can see, it's a CAR acronym. So characteristics of strong sources of information. Are they credible? So other sources repeat the information. You are learning about World War I, and you go to one site and it provides information. When you go to other sites, is it the same information? Is it accurate? Is it relevant? So you're going to read this article about 8 ways to determine website reality. And some of it is the end, a lot of .com websites is what we tend to go to. And a lot of those do not have reliable information. If you heard of Wikipedia, that's another one that I know a lot of learners use, and anybody can go in there and change that information. So it is not necessarily credible. You're going to watch this video about the above CAR method that we just talked about, and then you're going to practice the flashcards for vocabulary used throughout this lesson and the matching game, and just over the past few months of using Quizlet, I really like the matching game because it gives you guys a chance to practice. I'm not worried about how quick you can do it. I want you to get them all right. And remember, when you match them, term to definition, they go away. Let's make this the same size as everything else. All right, so you're going to explain what a relevant source is. Explain the CAR method. So use the CAR method to explain your relevant source. What does it mean to you? You're going to complete this ED puzzle about choosing relevant sources. So it's going to give you some information. As always, it will stop and ask you a multiple choice question. The elaborate is a little different to this week. It does not relate to a checkpoint because we're working on a cognitive skill. So you're going to review these 4 websites, okay? So you're going to click on it. You're going to use this information. How are you going to find if it's credible is you're going to use, this is tiny, but you can make it bigger. You're going to answer these questions. So I can identify a group or individual responsible for the content. If you can, it gets yes. If you're not sure, if it's not right there for you to find out, then it's no. At the end, you will add these up, and here, 7 or more points. This is probably a reliable source. You could use it. 4 to 6 points, it might be a good source, but you might want to find other information before using it. And 3 or less is this is probably not worth including in your resources or even reviewing it. So you're going to do one of these checklists for each of the 4 websites and then share your information with me. That could be as simple as the website allaboutexplorers.com received this score. It will not be a good resource. And then your self-express reflection is, if you were the instructor, what comments or feedback would you give to yourself? So this gives you a chance to be honest with yourself about the completion of your work. So as always, if you need anything, please reach out to me and have a great week.